Spud Guns, welcome to another edition of Inspired By, and this time around we're doing Shaun of the Dead. Okay, there is a companion piece for this if you haven't already watched it. Please do so. It is movie review. Okay, so you wouldn't exactly think of this as a food movie. But, and let me just say that this is another one of the challenges put out by my friend Heather at All Roads Lead to the Kitchen for part of her In the Kitchen with Zombie Fiction, and I will put a link below to her website. And I can even put a link below to the written part I will have of mine to my website. So, you wouldn't exactly think of Shaun of the Dead as being a food movie, but there's enough, there's quite a few food items seen mostly in the beginning of the movie. We have beer, chips, cookies, butter, fish, bottled water. There's a fruit stand and one shot, pizza, orange juice, toast with jam, tea, milk. They mention apple schnapps. There's Chinese food. There are a bunch of sauces and canned food in the corner store scene. His nickname is Pickles. There's pasta and pop, also seen in the grocery store. He mentions a meat pie. We see a zombie eating squab, the one scene where he eats a chicken. There are eggs seen on a counter. Spices. They talk about Bloody Marys. There's lemons being cut. Of course, ice cream. A bag of onions. There appears to be some oatmeal. There's a deer being killed by a zombie. He mentions honey. There's a cake. There's burger. Sandwiches are mentioned, and we see peanuts, or he mentions peanuts, I can't remember. So there's quite a bit of food. I decided to go with a homemade chip. Not a potato chip, not a French fry, but sort of a nacho, and I'm using wontons to do this. So you'll need a package of wontons, salt. I've got some onion chopped roughly and some red pepper chopped roughly. About half a teaspoon, just over a teaspoon of hot sauce. About a half a tablespoon of rosemary. And then a half a container of tomato paste. I will be doing part of this in the oven, and part of these will be fried. So why did I decide to go with something like a chip? Mostly because they spend a good chunk of the movie in a bar. In a bar and trying to get to a bar. I really should have separated these before I got started. Ta-da! Literally just folding them over then, once I get them. Well, that one's mangled. Well, I guess some are going to be way thicker than others because some are singles and some are doubles and triples. Okay, so now that we've got a few of the wonton wrappers on a tray here, I'm just going to sprinkle some salt both sides. And our rosemary. And pop these into the oven at 350 for approximately 20 minutes. I do have, I guess I need to mention that, I have the pot on with oil heating up while I do this section. While we've got the first round in the oven and the pot heating up for the fryer, so there's a running joke in the movie. It starts off at the beginning where Shaun is at work at the Smart wearing a white shirt and his red pen leaks and someone goes, "You've got red on you." That becomes the running joke because throughout the movie, as more zombies get killed, the more red he ends up over his white shirt. So I thought I would make a quick ketchup. So this is where our half a can of tomato paste comes in. Put all of the red pepper. I wouldn't exactly call this a salsa, and I wouldn't exactly call this a chutney. It's more of a chunky ketchup. Okay, your onion. A bit of a stir. And now our hot sauce. And there you have it. You got a little red on you. And zombie skins. Until next time, creeping screams.